Today we will discuss about GitHub SSH configuration. The GitHub SSH configuration, it takes two major steps. The first one called creation of main branch and creating of local branch. The creation of main branch can be done by as an administrator, and as QA or dev. Okay, we can create a local branch. There are two steps it contains the GitHub SSH configuration. So in order to achieve GitHub SSH configuration, in order to create a main branch and as well as a local branch, first we should have a GitHub account. So how we can have a GitHub, how we can able to create a GitHub account? So open a browser and navigate the official URL. It is https github.com. This is the official website of GitHub, and click on sign up and provide the email ID, password and username and country, and select the email preference and click on create account. In this way we need to follow the steps in order to create a GitHub account. Since we have already an account, so that's the reason we can use the existing account. The second one, which is the official website, https github.com. This is the official website. Now once after creating the GitHub account, the next step we need to install the Git client. The official website of Git client is https git-scm.com/downloads. Okay, we can provide the same URL now in order to download the GitHub client. This is the official website. So now the same website it came. So as soon as if we can navigate this particular URL, so we can able to download either Mac or Windows or Linux. Since our machine is Windows, okay, we would like to download the Windows download. So with respect to Windows, the multiple flavors are available. We need to download the Git for Windows Cross 64. This is called the standalone installer. So we can download the standalone installer. So it takes some time to download this particular Git client. So fine, once after downloading the Git client, the next step we need to install it. Okay, in order to install the Git client, right click on .exe file, open, and click on S button. So just click on next button. So while installing the Git client, just click on next button to finish the installation. So already the folder is available, fine. Just click on next buttons to complete the installation. Yes, now the installation has started. Once after complete the installation, so how we can able to make sure whether the Git client has installed properly or not? So to make sure whether the Git client has installed properly or not, we can go for any folder. We can navigate to any folder and we can verify it whether the Git client is installed or not. So just click on finish button. Okay, just close this particular one. So how we can able to make sure means just right click, say show more options, or better you can go with any one of the folder. Go to open any one of the folder, right click, so click on more options. See, we have to get this option, open git bash here and open git GUI here. This indicates the Git client has installed properly. Once after getting the confirmation that the Git client has configured properly, the next step we need to generate the SSH key gen. Okay, what is the purpose of SSH key gen? The reason we have to configure the GitHub SSH configuration. So in order to perform the SSH configuration, we need to generate the private and as well as the public key. So how we can able to generate the private and public key? Open the command prompt and we can just open in a run as administrator. So we need to provide the command ssh hyphen key gen. So it will generate private and public keys. Just press enter. First it is allowing us to provide the file name. You no need to provide the file name. The file will generate automatically. I'm sorry, the command is wrong. So again I need to type ssh key gen. I just done the spelling mistake. That's fine. So now it is asking for the file name. You no need to provide any file name. By default, it is going to create the same id underscore ed25519 as a file name only. So since I have already created my previous example, that's the reason it is asking me to overwrite. Yes, provided the S option. So what is mean by passphrase? If you would like to provide the additional authentication, you can provide the passphrase. Currently we no need to provide. If you can provide, that will be fine. Okay, currently I won't provide any passphrase. Okay, yes, it was created identification in the which one? This particular file path, and public key in this particular file path. So we can navigate to the same file path and we can able to see this particular file. So how we can able to do? Open the Explorer window, just go to C drive and users, just open the users and there is a .ssh. So here we can able to see public .pub file. It means this pub file, it contains public key. And just open this particular file, open with a notepad, so we can able to get this particular key. Copy this particular key, copy, and open the browser, navigate to the GitHub. The main reason we need to, what the key was generated, we need to add this particular key into our GitHub. Okay, how we can able to add the public key into our GitHub? For that purpose, we have to go with profile. So under profile, there is an option called settings. So here we can get SSH and GPG keys. So just click on SSH and GPG keys. So already we have a lot of SSH keys. I would like to create a new SSH key. So we can provide the title. So I just provided the title. Okay. Git demo testing new. Just you can provide any one name. It is just a title only. Git demo testing SSH. You can provide this way also. You can provide. Okay, that is the title, and key type is authentication key, and keys, just what the key we have copied from the which one, this particular file, the same content only we need to paste here, and just click on add SSH key. Before click on SSH key, again we'll revise one more time. We need to provide the title. It is a user defined name. Any name you can just provide a meaningful name, and authentication key. Okay, just select authentication and signing key. Just select as authentication key and copy paste the copied the key from .pub file and add SSH key. The key got added. So once after adding the key, the next step we need to take care about the configuration of main branch. So how we can able to configure the main branch in the real time? So any QA or developer, they won't create any main branch because they need to work with the local branch only. They will clone the main branch, means repository, and afterwards they supposed to work with their local branch only. So in our case, we'll try to create a main branch. How we can able to create a main branch means, so means repository only we need to create. So we need to go to C drive. So create one folder. The folder name is Git repository. The folder name is Git repository. This folder contains two subfolders. One is called demo workspace. One is called demo workspace. So another one folder is current workspace. What is the purpose of demo workspace? In demo workspace only, I would like to copy any stable Java project or Playwright project. I need to copy paste, and the same project I would like to push into main branch. We need to create a one repository in a GitHub. In GitHub repository, what the project we are going to copy pasting in a demo workspace, the same project we would like to push into our the repository. So in order to do this particular one, first we need to go with we need to copy paste any one of the stable project. In my case, I just copied one particular project, Java project. If it's not stable, again we can change this particular project. Paste in a demo workspace. Yes, the project is available. Just make sure whether this project is stable or not, because the main branch should contains more stable code only. It can be accessed by whole team members. So for that purpose, I just copied the one of the project. I would like to open the same project in IntelliJ. It's opening now. Okay, open the project. So I would like to go to C drive, Git repository, demo workspace. I'll just open this particular project. The main purpose we open the project in the IntelliJ to make sure this particular project is working fine. It should not have any errors. So just I would like to right click, run this particular project. Okay, yes, it was provided the output. It indicates what this project is perfectly fine. So this project mainly, okay, we have created it to understanding about the access specifier in Java, the private and protected, default or package provide or public and public access specifier. For that purpose only we have created this particular project. Yes, currently the project is working fine. It is a stable project only. Now I would like to close this particular IntelliJ. So now this particular project I would like to push into our GitHub repository. In order to push into the GitHub repository, we should create one repository now. Yes, I would like to go here. Again, we need to open the GitHub and click on here. Okay, there is a plus symbol is available. There is an option called new repository. The main purpose, we need to create a repository. In the demo workspace, we have verified one stable project. The same stable project we would like to push into our new repository. Yes, we need to provide the repository name. I would like to provide the repository name as SG testing repository. I just provided the name called SG testing repository. Then the repository name is available. If it is not available, provide a new name, and afterwards we can make your repository as a public or private. If you would like to provide the description, you can provide the description. And next one, if you would like to add the readme file, you can add the readme file. And there are some files you can able to ignore while push the code into our GitHub repository. You can ignore it, and we can apply the license. So currently I'm not selecting any other option, just I provided the repository name. I just click on create repository. So yes, once the repository has created, so by default there are two options are available, HTTPS and SSH. By default it was showing the SSH only. This particular SSH only we have to configure. Okay, for that purpose we have to run these following commands. Before running these following commands, the first step, I need to go to Git repository demo workspace and right click in the same folder, which is the folder under demo workspace. In the same folder, right click and open the Git bash here, this option. So currently we are in the demo workspace. Before execution of these set of commands, first run the command called user.name and user.email. The first command called git config -global user.name. we need to provide the username. In our case, how we can able to get the username means go to profile, what the name you can able to see, this is our username. Okay, in my case it is a pgoody. Yes, we have provided this is the username. Once after providing the username, the next step we need to provide the email. So we have to provide the email, which email ID we are using for creating the GitHub account, the same email ID we need to provide. Git config -global user.email. As we have provided on email ID .com. Yes, we have provided the valid email ID. The same email ID I was used to create a GitHub account. So once after providing the email ID, the next step we need to execute the commands which have suggested by the our repository. What are the commands means? First one called echo. Echo is nothing but which one? Printing the statement. Currently it was just printing or typing SG testing repository into the readme file. So we no need to do this particular one. First we need to initialize our repository, initiate. How we can able to do? So git init. As soon as if we can run this command, it was telling empty git repository in this particular path. We need to go to demo workspace. There we can able to see .git folder has generated. Suppose if you are not able to view the .git folder, so just go to view and show, just enable this option hidden items, then only we can able to see. Once after running the git init, currently we are executing all the commands in a demo workspace. Currently in demo workspace we have a project called access specifier. The next command we have to add readme file here. Currently in our case, instead of readme, I would like to add our project, Java project we would like to add. So how we can able to add means, so we need to go to command git add, because dot indicates in the current directory, the whole current directory, what are the folders, what are the files and folders are available, we would like to add everything. Okay, once after adding this particular one, the next command we have to commit this particular changes. So for that purpose, git commit -m, just provide any name, initial draft. Okay, yes, we are provided the initial draft. So currently it is showing the master only. The branch name is master. So we have to change it as a main. How we can able to change? The next command is responsible for changing from main master to main. So the command is git branch -m main. So it changes to main only. So the next command we need to run git remote add origin, the same URL we need to include. We need to add the same URL. Currently we have selected SSH. We need to add the same URL only we need to include here. The next one means the last command git push -u origin main. So we have to push our project and everything into the main branch. Yes, we can able to push it. Once after execution of this particular command git push -u origin main, we can go to our GitHub account, GitHub, and select our appropriate repository. Click on the appropriate repository. In our case it is the SG testing repository. We can able to see the same project here. What is the branch name? Main. Just open this particular access specifier. Yes, we have under a test, we have same files only we can able to see. So all files we can able to see here under this particular one. Yes, currently we have created a repository. We are pushing our stable project into our GitHub repository. So this is nothing but which one? Okay, this is the first step we have done. As administrator, we have to create a main branch. Yes, we have done. So now, user wise, okay, either QA or developer, they have to create a local branch. How they can able to create a local branch? If QA or dev is responsible to work in the same repository, they would like to push their own code into this particular repository. They have to clone the project first, clone the repository first. How they can able to clone means, so currently in GitHub repository we have created two folder. One is demo workspace and current workspace. Demo workspace is responsible for which one? Pushing our existing stable project into our repository, edge testing repository. And second one, current workspace. In current workspace, we need to clone the existing, what the repository we have created. The same repository we need to clone. So in order to perform the clone, under the current workspace, right click, show more option and open git bash here. Okay, currently we are in the current workspace. So in this particular current workspace, we are planning to clone our repository, edge testing repository we are planning to clone. How we can able to clone means, again go to this particular repository, edge testing repository. So we have the project called access specifier. Again there is an option called code. Click on this particular option. So there is an option called clone. So currently it was by default it is selected SSH. We can copy this particular URL and we can come to our repository, sorry, our folder current workspace, and we'll try to run the command now. The command is git clone. So we can run it. As soon as if we can run, okay, it is cloning the whole repository into our which one? Current workspace. Which repository? Edge testing repository into our current workspace. Again open this particular one. Yes, we got the same project. So to make sure whether this project is working fine or not, again go to IntelliJ. It's an optional step. Just we are running. So previously we have opened access specifier from which one? Git repository demo workspace. But now the cloned project only we are trying to open. Go to C drive, Git repository, current workspace. Just we need to open this particular project. Okay, the same with this window. Yes, currently we open from where means, okay, from cloned repository only we have opened from the local. So just test, just execute and make sure whether it is working. Yes, of course it is working fine. So obviously it should work. So it's just building now, building the project, and yes, it is working fine. So once after this project is working fine, we can go to here. Okay, we would like to write our own program here, and we would like to push our program into our main branch. How we can able to do this particular one? So now create local branch and write some programs and push the same programs into main branch. Okay, so in order to do this particular activity, first we need to create a local branch first. So how we can able to create a local branch? Again go to Git repository, current workspace, open this repository. Our project is available, cloned repository. There one project is available, same project. So now show more option, git bash here. So by default it is going to show the main branch only. So, but even though we'll run a command and we'll make sure what is the current branch. So I was typed a wrong command. I'm sorry for it. Branch. So now currently it is showing as a main branch. So now we will create a new branch now. How to create a new branch? Currently it was a main branch. We'll try to create a local branch. QA means either you can create as a QA branch or dev branch. So I just create a branch name QA branch. Yes, QA branch has created. How we can able to make sure whether the branch has created QA branch? Again type a same command. Okay, git branch. So there are two branches are available now. But currently it is pointing to main branch only. So how we can able to pointing to a QA branch means we should run a command called git checkout QA branch. So currently it changes to QA branch. Automatically our project it changes to QA branch only. The whole project changes to QA branch. Once after changes into QA branch, so now we'll type some programs and we'll push into we'll type some programs and we'll try to push the same programs into our main we'll merge into main branch. So currently it was pointing to QA branch only. Okay, first, okay, right click on our package com.edge testing, create a one package called P3, any package or meaningful name also you can provide. So in under P3 I just create one program loop demo.java. So we can try to provide a psvm publish static void main. We'll try to print some numbers now. We'll try to print some numbers for so int I is equal to 20, I less than is equal to 60 and I plus plus. We'll try to generate the our even numbers if I modulus 2 equal to 0. So obviously it is going to print even number plus I. So now we'll try to run this particular program. So it was printing the even number from 20 to 60. Yes, it is printing the even number from 20 to 60 in the loop. Okay, the same program I would like to check in. I would like to merge into our main branch. Currently we are in local branch. From local branch to I would like to merge our newly written code, the newly written code into a main branch. How we can able to do means the first step we need to type a command called git status. So what git status can do, it was comparing our local branch with main branch. The file which is available in our local branch, the same which is not available in the main branch, those files it is going to list in a red color. So currently it was displaying the project name with which one? P3 package. So this is available in our local branch, the same which is not available in the main branch. Yes, copy this particular one, and if it is just paste it in a notepad and try to add. So once after the git, what are the changes were available? The changes we would like to add. How to add means git add the same file. Yes, we are added. Once after adding this P3 package in turn contains loop demo source file. Okay, I need to commit git commit -m. Okay, even number programs. Something you can type, just our understanding purpose. Even number programs. Just git commit. Once after the git commit, we have to push it, because as soon as if we can try to push at first time it provides an error message and it's suggesting a separate command only. So this is the first time you are pushing. That's the reason it was suggesting a new command. Copy this particular command and paste it in notepad and again copy paste from there. And the same command I would like to paste at here. Paste and run it. Yes, it was pushing the same changes. P3 folder means what the changes we have done. It is pushing into our, okay, which one means our Git repository. Once after pushing into the Git repository, go to our repository now, SD testing repository. Here we can able to see one option, compare and create a pull request. So as soon as if we can click on compare and pull request, it's providing an option in the commit section. What is the comments we are provided, it become a title, and here we can provide a meaningful description. The reason in the real time, based on your description only, people can understand your code and they can review it. They can understand what is the purpose you have written this particular program. And you have to attach the which one means our unit test results. Actually we need to provide more description, we need to provide, because all the reviewers easily they can able to understand your changes code and they can provide the approval. So here there is a reviewer section is available. Currently we are the administrator and we are the user, so currently we can't able to add any reviewers here. But in the real time, okay, there was a, okay, administrator was creating the main branch and we are individual, we have a account, so we can add any reviewers we can able to add. Usually our team members and the project manager, the lead, okay, and these kind of peoples we can able to add into reviewers. Currently in our account we can't able to add any reviewers, so we can provide the description. Okay, write it p3 package contains loop demo source file, source file performs displaying of even numbers. I just have written, so you can write more description. What is the test case? What is the user story? Okay, many things we can able to write. As a developer means you need to specify the user story number, sprint, user story ID, everything you need to provide here. The more description we need to provide. Okay, now we can click on create pull request. As soon as if we can click on create pull request, the notification will send to all the reviewers. But here we can't able to add any reviewers, so that's the reason we can't able to send notification. So once after creating the pull request, suppose in real time, if all reviewers as approved, then only this button will become enable. Otherwise this button won't become enable. But in our case, we don't have any reviewers, that's the reason it become enabled now. Okay, click on merge pull request button. So it provides a confirm merge. Click on confirm merge. Yes, the changes from QA branch to it was merging into which one? Our main branch. So how we can able to make sure whether it has successfully merged into our main branch? Again click on our repository, open the access specifier, src test. So you can able to see p3 package. Under p3 package we can able to see loop demo. The same program we can able to see. So based on this one, what we can make sure is we can push our local QA branch. Whatever the code is available in our QA branch, we are merging into our main branch. Okay, and again I would like to write one more program. So I would like to do a sample program. I would like to do while demo. Okay, by using while loop, I would like to find out the factor of a number. I would like to PSVM. We need to generate the main method, and just we need to find the factor of a given just one number. Suppose in our case int num is equal to 5. We'll try to find out the factor of a number called 5. So for that purpose, we need to provide int fact is equal to 1. So write the while loop, while num greater than equal to 1, and we can just write it greater than equal to 1 and write the program fact is equal to fact into num, and we can able to find num minus minus. We can just provide num minus minus, and we can just write the out statement factorial of the number num is fact. Fact fact. Yes, we are provided our statement now. So just we can run this particular program. So it has provided the number. See, currently num I given. See, currently the num value changes to 0 only. So because we are reducing the num value. So instead of working with num, better we can do one more changes here. What are the changes? I would like to initialize one value int I is equal to 1. So we can do some small changes. Okay, now I less than equal to num, and you can just make it as a I plus plus. So here we can able to provide I value. So now if we can provide num, because if we can decrement the num, again it shows the 0 only. To avoid this one, I have taken one separate variable called I, initialization. Previously I didn't do the initialization. Result we are getting, but I want to make it as a more effective way. Yes, we can run it. So now also we are getting, see, the factor of a number 5 is 120. Yes, we are written one particular program. Once after writing this particular program, so I would like to push the same program into our main branch. Currently we are in the local branch only. From local branch to again we would like to push into main branch. How we can able to do? Either we can do it in the same command prompt. I would like to exit. I want to do it in a one more separate command prompt only I want to do. So again, currently we are in the same repository, current workspace, edge testing repository, right click and new, sorry, right click and show more option. So git open git bash here. Okay, so currently we are in the same folder. So just type the command called git status. So what it provides? It provides the program while demo.java. The same program is available in our QA branch. The same if it not available in the main branch. Those files only it is going to provide here. So we can say untracked files. So what we should do? Git add the same file. We can copy this one. So we can paste in a notepad and again we can paste it. So git add, we are adding the which one means while demo file. And once after adding this particular file, we should commit it. Commit -m, just provide factorial program. So just we have written a comment called factorial program. Just enter. It was committed properly. The next command we should run as I would like to push it. Have you remembered previously when I'm trying to push, it was provided a error and it was suggested us to run a new command that will be happening only for only one time only. So this time, first time only. This is the second time. Directly we can able to push it. Yes, git push. Yes, it has our program. Which one? While demo, it has pushed into which one? Our Git repository. So which is a Git repository? SG testing repository. It has pushed. So once after pushing, see previously compare and pull request. In this one button was available. Currently that button is not available. This is one right example only. If that particular option is available, yes, you can directly click on that option. You can create a pull request. So the push is happened properly, but that option is not available. If that particular option is not available, we can have one more alternate option is available. So in our previous example, we have discussed about compare and create pull request. That option we have applied. Now we need to apply one more option. If that particular option is not available, so how we can able to create a pull request means click on pull request option. Here there is an option called pull request. Click on it. Here there is an option called new pull request. Click on this option. So the arrow mark is showing from main to main. So here instead of main we need to select QA branch. As soon as we can select the QA branch, yes, the factorial program along with the create pull request option is available. Yes, we can create on create pull request. The same option is available. So write it. Okay. While demo. So what is the program? This program while demo. While demo source file performs a factorial of a given number. Okay, formula for identifying factorial num into num minus 1. Just you can just include. No need to provide this kind of. You can provide a more description, more detailed description. As I told previously, you need to attach the unit test results and user story number, test case IDs, all the information we need to provide. What are the scenarios you have identified and what are the scenarios you have done the unit test cases or written the automation code. Everything we need to include in the description. So click on create pull request. So as soon as the request got created, as I told previously, we can't able to add any reviewers. So that's the reason immediately merge pull request button become enabled. Click on merge pull request and click on confirm merge. The same program, which is the program factorial program. Now we can able to, now it has merged into main branch. How we can able to make sure whether it is merging into main branch? Again go to SRC, the same navigation P3 folder. So now we can able to see while demo. The same program is available here. Okay. So we have completed for configuring SSH in GitHub. So we have completed for configuring the SSH in GitHub. Thank you.